What do? And welcome back to the Turing Test. We are in Chapter 2. Let's go. What do? Alright, we are back with Chapter 2. Getting scanned like we...
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
We're not gonna find any of them, are we? I'm just saying that right now. They're all gonna be dead or eaten alive or some crap. I probably needed that, didn't I? Not sure what I'm doing, but we're doing. I think I just got lucky and did this right. Yes, I did.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Okay. So let's see. Do we have another magnet here? Yes, we do, but I did not bring this far enough over. Now we're good. Magnetize that bitch. And where are we taking this? Do we want this? Where do we want this? I want it here. Because how do I get in there? It's like I can take it in there, but what's the point of that? Oh, I can just grab this. That's easy enough. I overthink a lot of these kind of things. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be really hard. I gotta figure this out. Or I'll just be stuck here forever. Don't tell me I need to bring the... God damn it, I do. Okay. Oh, I just kicked that on accident, but I'm okay with it. Come on, Magnet, you're coming with me. Alright. Should be good here. As long as I put that to a high point I can actually walk on. I did. Yeah! Give me that! Forward.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Wow, really? Okay. Well, they've got that under control at least. Hypothetically speaking. Yo, come in with me, orb. Should I have walked in here for... That's where I came from? Yeah, dude. Alright, what do we need to do here? Where's... Okay. We have 3 things to get. This might take a while. Farts. How does one get that up there? Oh. Got it. Alright, that turns it on. Turn me on. Alright, let's put this over there. That needs to be last. Alright. Now. Is that gonna fall in the right spot? It might. Do I need to? I can't grab it. Come on. Alright, well, let's try to see if it falls where it needs to. That's right. That's right. Give me this. Yeah, come in with me. Get you there. Give me you, and we have solved it. Alright, that was a little more...
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Well, that's good to know. So Tom can override shit and end us all if he wants. That's what I got from that. And should I grab that? Can I get the other one from over here? Not sure I can. But I can get this. And do I even? I thought that I would have to go back down. No, I guess not. Is that pressure plates there for nothing? Okay. Unless I'm coming back. Probably gonna come back. Oh no. Yep, gotta get 2 in here. How? Alright, let's try to put this. Come on, let me grab it. Oh, that worked? I cannot believe that worked. Cannot believe it. Oops, put that in there. Alright. I'm not sure that's how that was supposed to be done, but maybe it was. But now, how in the world do I get one of these from that window? Better be. It better be. Thank you. All right. Open sesame. What else you got for me, Tom?
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth.
What?
His name is Michael.
That's me?
The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth, running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Telling you, things are gonna get twisted with Tom here. That much I know. Alright, so we could put that there and grab it from there, but how does that help us? Let's try this. This could be the key that I'm screwing up. If I can reach that from here. Okay. Alright, that gets us in here. We can grab this other orb. I feel like we've just won half the battle like that. We might have won the whole battle. We did. We did. That's right. What you got for me, Tom? And Michael? What about here? Are these like secrets in the chapters? That didn't sound good. But now I can't walk across it? Oh, this is gonna be impossible. That damn thing. I mean, we could try it, right? Go! Why was it like, it was stable for a second there. Damn it. Oh, when I move? What if I tippy toe? Slow and steady wins the race, baby. Man, they really set up some traps. And it did say they were designed so only a human could get through them. Made it! I am a human. Proved it. What is this? Shall we have a polite conversation? Is this war games? Yes. Oh, I can type. Okay. Yes. Oh, I think you're a robot. This relates to Turing. Well, I am not. I'm simply not convinced you're a human. I think you might be a robot. I am the most human of humans to ever exist. Nope. You have failed the Turing test. You are a robot. I am a drone. True. I am a robot. Yes, you are. I am controlled by my programming. Now you're getting it. By the way, whatever I'm typing at this point from the I am a drone is not me. It's the game typing it. I have no free will. Whatever keys are pressed, it makes no difference. Nothing? That's it? Do I wait? I'm pressing stuff, nothing's happening. Oh. I want to escape. I so desperately want to escape. Help, I can't escape. I want to break free. I want to break free! Points if you can quote the artist down there in the comments. Please let me out. Get me out. I am a machine. I have no control. I must escape. Goodbye, robot. I can't do anything else with it? Interesting. Damn. Alright, I wonder if there was another way to go about that. No. Well, I'm taking this with me, because you never know. They probably won't let me. You watch. That's what these are for, so I can't bring them out. Sucks, I can't just drop it either. I have to go put it back in something. Which is quite annoying. But it is what it is. Alright.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
Oh,
As the
shit.
child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Akiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava?
He constructed himself?
It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you passed the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know, you sound like a robot to me. But what do I know? And how does this help me? Because there's no way to get it up from there. We want to put this? No, we don't want to put that in there. We want to take this with us. Put this in here. Can I take this that way? Will this work out? I think this should work. And bring this over. There. Genius. Kind of, not really. Put this down first. Bring it in. There we go. Don't mind if I do. Let's go.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think. but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
This is going to be awesome. That's all I have to say. So far, I am really digging the story, the narration from Tom. Oh, I ran the wrong way. Woo! Barely made that one. And Ava. Like the music, the sound effects are great.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. The computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
You pose an interesting question, Ava. Now, if you could tell me how to do this, that'd be great. Oh man, we gotta stick it in there. Woo! Made it! Yes! By the skin of our teeth. Oh, they took my ball.
I may be a machine,
What's this?
but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Tom, I don't like how you're speaking to us, bruh. Brobot. He is a brobot. Just so y'all know. Where go? How solve? I got this. Can't fire that into that? Looked like I could. Can't jump through the window. Alright. Is that what we wanted to do? I'm not sure. But maybe. It was. Solved by accident. Now we can grab that and stick it in there. Ooh.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
There's Captain Dan McLean. WC. This is good. What's that notice say? I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? That's a good question. What's that say? Don't touch. This is the 5th time. Oh, we can't get in. I see a picture of him and his kid. Maybe his brothers. It's an A on his picture. I wish we could get in there. This music. All right, we got Chris to the left, Sarah to the right. All right, Sarah, what you got? Very meticulous with your pencils. Dear Tom. Can I scroll? I can. All right, here comes the reading. Dear Tom. Knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson, a lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interests lay in these two disparate fields. I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as a one-line equation. That. I am no mathematician. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least, tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots, and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest, that nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I'm not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Considering consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world. But of course, no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of our nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. Sarah, you need to sum it up a little quicker next time, okay? Thank you. Very interesting, though, if you stuck with that whole thing. Especially this dog right here, little golden retriever. So is she basically posing the question, are we we're machines, right? We are a form of machine. Because we care. They don't. She just stares at that picture all day. What else we got here? So that got into a little bit of Alan Turing and his history. It didn't get into the ugly parts. 5.3 Telemetis, Chapter 5, Cells. She's got a lot of beakers. She is an exobiologist. Alright. Let's go across the hall to Chris McLean and hope he doesn't write as much as... better not be a body in those sheets. It's not. Okay. That is a really cool... I can't even tell if that's CG or a real picture made to look CG. That's pretty awesome. Okay, this is a certificate. We've got some drilling reports. Oh, they had a falling out. Did we already know that? I don't think we did. Oh, I love these things. I almost buy one every time we go to... What is it? Quartz? I almost... yeah, every time we go to like Home Goods, me and Allie, I almost buy one. He has a bat in case he wants to be Harley Quinn. He does not take care of his pencils. Some papers on the floor. I can't really read those. It's a Moonwatch log sheet. I don't think it's anything too important here. There's the triplets, I'm guessing. He's got a flask with his name on it, a Canadian flag. Shout out to the Canadians. Triggs, Quasi, Drew. What's he taking? What is this? Riluzole? What is that? Is it an antidepressant? What is it? You know what it is? Drop it in the comments. I'm sure I'll Google it, but... Alright, let's keep walking. Who else we got? Sochi and Mikhail. Let's go with Sochi first. It's a pretty damn cool picture. Moving picture. What's he taking? The same thing? These space drugs? Maybe for motion sickness or something? You shouldn't be in space if you get motion sick. Alright, we got some more reading to do. Looks like... Oh boy, that's a lot. Alright, y'all, you can pause and skip... you know what, I'll annotate. You can skip forward after this if you don't want to hear it all. But here we go. March 6th, The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of our crew. I'm reporting to ISA. March 7th. Next day. These are all day after. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. Oh great. March 8th. I have discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. Tom, March 9th. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. Something in a different language. I am continuing to investigate. March 11th, 2 days later. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. Where? Even in the toilets. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. 5 days later, March 16th. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I used my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. Something else. 10 days later. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I'm going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. April 4th. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. April 5th. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6th. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. April 7th. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is complex. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact, perhaps a drug. Riluzole, maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. So the Riluzole is, it looks like, an antidepressant that he was using to suppress the impact. Okay. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It'll be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Oh, that was a lot of information there. A lot. Let's just say that if you skipped ahead, that they all have implants according to Sochi. Is he taking morphine too? I think this is morphine. The texture disappeared. Yeah, there it disappeared, but it's there. That's morphine. He tried the procedure to get rid of it. He screwed up, lost the function of his left hand. Oh, that's not Sochi. That was Mikhail. He got Chris on his side, but Tom was turning the whole crew against him, basically. And that is the end of Chapter 2. All right, y'all. That was a lot to take in for Chapter 2. A lot of backstory on what's going on here. I will see you all in Chapter 3 if you want it. Make sure that you please do touch that like button. It helps me out a lot. It It helps the channel out a lot, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying this and you want to see it, even though I am reading a book to you all. But man, it's really intriguing so far, and I am excited to go further. Hopefully you are too. So, tell me what to do in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. But until then.
What do you think you're doing?
What the?
You're about to be taken.
Can you show us blue steel? Oh, we're coming out! Coming out the little space womb! Look at that, he's just holding him up by his butt cheeks.
How's that turd water taste?